In this video, we're going to be going inside the local Home Depot to go over all the different tool brands, especially for beginning carpenters, on what the heck you should get. Let's go check it out. All right, so if you're brand new to woodworking, this can all be confusing because there's so many different tool brands, and there is a difference. We're gonna break down the difference in the amperage, difference in price, difference in quality. So let's jump into the different brands that are at least at your local Home Depot. These will not be all the tool brands available, but this will be a good start. All right, so let's start off with the first brand, which is Home Depot's flagship, which is Ryobi. This is your cheapest beginner brand. I actually started with Ryobi, but there's a few things to note when you're going with this brand. This is gonna be your cheapest product, so it's gonna be made, in my opinion, in the cheapest fashion, but it is gonna be a lot less expensive. So, for example, to get started with your circular saw, you can get started, look, there's one right here, 40 bucks. I mean, that's super cheap to get started with a circular saw. This is obviously a plug-in versus jumping into your battery operated. Ryobi is something that will work. If you're a beginning carpenter, you're new into the trades, you're new into building stuff, give it a shot. Is it something that you want to stick with long term? No, but it is gonna get the job done, at least in the beginning. I remember I had a Ryobi like staple gun. I don't know if they have it here, but you'll understand once you get a feel for it that it is cheaper in terms of its manufacture. It feels like it's gonna sometimes fall apart on you. So get started with this, but let's go look at the other brands and what we can move into. All right, the next step up from Ryobi is gonna be your ridgid product. This is, again, another Home Depot flagship product, but it is gonna be made a little bit better. Prices are gonna be similar, maybe a little bit more, but when I was starting out, again, I moved up to the ridgid brand and noticed a little bit better quality. So again, when you're cutting through timber, you don't want your drills and saws to bog down on you. So the ridgid brand is a step up from Ryobi, but it's still not as good as some of the other products that we can get at the local Home Depot. So again, if you have a little bit more to spend and you don't want to go with Ryobi, ridgid is not a bad option. So again, stepping up from Ryobi had that $40 saw. Again, they have a 60 and a 70, but the cheapest one ridgid's gonna offer is $120. So we're stepping up in the price range, but again, you're gonna get a little better built quality of a tool in the ridgid over the Ryobi brand. So let's look again at the amperage versus the RPM. This is a big deal. So the cheap Ryobi saw is 14 amps, 15,000 RPMs, revolutions per minute. So how fast that blade is gonna be spinning. Let's go over here and look at the ridgid comparison. We're gonna spend $120, so double, but we're gonna get 15 amps and 5,800 RPM. So again, when you're cutting through products, you will notice a difference with that bigger amperage and RPMs. All right, now, in my opinion, these are the heavy hitters in terms of your local Home Depot of what you can get. Milwaukee, Makita, and DeWalt. Now, a lot of people are saying that Milwaukee is the best made tool right now, which might be true. I don't use it only because I'm sticking with what I already have and building up that arsenal. But Milwaukee is a very, very good tool, very strong, very durable. Their batteries last a long time. They're super powerful, but they are very expensive. You want to get a Milwaukee saw, you're going to be spending, look, $350 versus that Ryobi one that's 40, 50 bucks. So you're spending a ton of money. Typically you have to buy the tool and the battery. So gosh, where's their batteries? Their batteries are a couple $100 just by themselves. So Milwaukee is a great brand. But as we go down to Makita, we're gonna see the same thing in terms of the quality of the product. I've never really used Makita, nothing wrong with them. I've heard great things. They have great saws, but again, their price point, look, 350 bucks for their saw. Okay, by the way, before I keep going, I wanna make sure that you're subscribed to this channel, that you click that like button. It really helps the YouTube algorithm. And I wanna know, what tool brand are you using right now? Leave a comment right below. But the brand that I've chosen to stick with is DeWalt, and that's because that's what I started with 6 years ago. And the reason is that batteries are super expensive, especially when you get up to the 60 volt. You're gonna spend almost $200 per battery. So if you're mix and matching your brands of tools, you're only gonna have one battery for that tool, which means you're gonna have to have a Milwaukee battery, a Makita battery, a ridgid battery. So my recommendation would be to pick a brand and stick with it and build up that arsenal. So this is my family of tools right here. And again, let's check out the saw comparison. So Their nicest 60-volt saw is $300, so it's a little bit cheaper than the Makita and the Milwaukee, but again, I have these 60-volt batteries, so I can interchange with any one of these drills, any one of these saws, multi-tools, sawzalls, whatever it is. That's what you want to do. So whether you pick Milwaukee, Makita, DeWalt, I think these are the three best brands. Again, my preference is DeWalt. Doesn't mean it is the only one that you should use. Now, is this all the tools that are made in the world? Absolutely not. But if you're anywhere in the United States, you're probably close to a Home Depot, and this is what's in Home Depot. This is what's offered. So with that being said, this is what you got. Hey, if you've made it this far in the video, thank you for being here. I'm going to be giving away a free tool. It is a mystery, but you have to leave a comment below and I'll be choosing a random winner. All right, there's three major tools that anyone's going to need to get started, which is your drill, your circular saw, and your miter saw. And I want to compare all the prices here at Home Depot, so let's do that now. Ryobi drill, $79. This Ryobi saw, $49. Ridgid drill, $79. The circular saw, $120. Milwaukee circular saw, $200. Bolt drill, it's down here, $99. Battery circular saw that I recommend, $200. Circular saw, $160. Ryobi miter saw, $180. Ridgid miter saw, $500. Bolt miter saw, $630. Milwaukee miter saw, $600. Hey, if you like this video, again, make sure to subscribe, smash that like button. This is a very good intro in terms of what Home Depot offers for tools. If you're a beginning woodworker or you're seasoned, you want to buy more tools, I hope this information has helped. Again, thanks for being here. We'll see you next time. You're watching TMBRMAN TV.